ويلقيها سعادة السيد رون ماكينون مستشار السلامة في الشركة السعودية للكهرباء بالمملكة العربية السعودية. والسيد رون ماكينون هو مهندس سلامة مهنية من ذوي الخبرة على الصعيد الدولي، حاصل على دبلوم في إدارة السلامة من جنوب إفريقيا، ودبلوم التدريس دبلوم التنمية الإدارية MDP من جامعة جنوب أفريقيا، وماجستير في السلامة والصحة الهندسية من جامعة كولومبيا الجنوبية بالولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. وهو متخصص معتمد في السلامة CSP، وهو مؤلف كتاب سبب وتأثير والتحكم في فقدان الحوادث وتغيير تناقضات السلامة، والتي نشرتها المعاهد الحكومية، وكتاب إدارة السلامة التحديد وإعداد التقارير والتحقيقات، وكتاب تغيير ثقافة السلامة في مكان العمل، وهذه الأخيرة نشرتها الصحافة في يونيو حزيران عام 2013. إذن فليتفضل السيد رون بإلقاء محاضرته مشكورا، ونذكره بأن الوقت المحدد للمحاضرة هو 25 دقيقة. We are saying your time is 25 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Gentlemen, thank you very much for this opportunity to share some very important thought starters about safety and health management at this wonderful conference. But I think first of all, there's two things I'd like you to do this morning. Two things. Number one, I think let's give a round of applause for the organizers. A big round of applause for this wonderful seminar. Come on. Really, really wonderful to get people involved in safety and health gathered around in a podium. Now there's another thing you've got to do for me. I want you to all greet me, please. I want you to put your hand up and say, "Hi, Ron," when I count to 3, okay? I want to take a picture of this side of the room, and I want to take a picture of that side of the room so I can remember these wonderful people that I've met here today. Is this side of the room ready? Everybody, hands up. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Ron. Ah, Mabruk. Not bad. Let's see if this side can do better. This is the South, the Abba group from Abba. Okay, are you ready? Not yet. You must follow the safety procedure. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Ron. The winner. Well, thank you very much. So where do we start? We're talking about achieving safety excellence, gentlemen. Now, very few people have actually seen safety excellence, let alone experienced it. Once you have seen it and experienced it, I can assure you it'll give you so much confidence. And this is the road that we are taking at SEC at the moment. Is this safety excellence? No. When you look at an organization, we need the lights out there, please, technicians. Is that the call? The lights? Okay, they'll dim the lights for you. But I think you can see, when you look at an organization and you see the physical conditions are out of control, bad housekeeping, bad stacking, bad demarcation, oil on the floor, broken pallets, that's not safety excellence. That's the end result of inadequate control. However, when you walk into an organization and you see that, you are seeing the end result of a structured safety and health management system that is working. At least 15 elements are in control. And without safety excellence, gentlemen, you can't have a decent, proper safety culture. Because a safety culture is the personality, the safety personality of that organization. It's not the organizational culture, it's the safety culture that proves excellence. Only safety culture can lead you to safety excellence. So how can there be business excellence in the safety of power supply without safety excellence? There is a connection. You cannot generate, transmit, distribute electricity, or desalinate water and distribute it safely and productively without safety excellence. I'm going to share with you this morning, in the next 20 minutes, 6 main steps in this journey of safety excellence. And after my presentation, there will be a written examination, and we need your name and phone number on the exam paper, please. Did everybody get the examination paper? You got it? just a joke. There's no examination. But there's only 6 things that I want to share with you today. Number 1, you need a safety philosophy. The question I will ask is, what is your safety philosophy? Hundreds of companies don't know what their safety philosophy is. This is the foundation of your safety culture. I'm going to talk about the safety and health policy. Number 3, I'm going to talk about the safety management system. Number 4, about participation by all. Number 5, visible, felt management leadership. And then finally, I'm going to talk about the work environment, the physical workplace where your people are working. So let's go back to number 1 and talk about the safety philosophy. We have adopted at SEC a safety philosophy that accidents are caused. That accidents are caused by a series of events, like a row of dominoes that fall. And also, if accidents are caused, they can be prevented. This is our loss causation model that is one of the founding blocks of our safety management system. And the first domino that triggers off this accident sequence is the failure to assess the risk. Once you fail to assess and manage the risk, this row of dominoes creates a chain reaction like this. Fail to assess the risk, inadequate control, root causes, immediate accident causes, exchange of energy, and we end up with losses. Losses to people, losses to environment, losses to equipment, downtime. So our safety philosophy is that we can interrupt this chain reaction by identifying, minimizing, and reducing the risks. Our second building block of our philosophy is a very old philosophy. This is as old as the hills. And it's called the accident ratio. Not called the safety triangle, as some people say. It's called the accident ratio. It was first done in 1929 by Heinrich, W.H. Heinrich. Frank Bird and George Germain revisited this in 1966, and they discovered, after examining 250,000 accidents, they discovered that for every serious injury, there are 10 minor injuries. For every serious injury, there are 30 property damage accidents that we traditionally ignore. But the hidden part of the iceberg that's under the water were at least 600 near-miss incidents. 600 near misses where nothing happened. But something could have happened if you weren't so lucky. 600. So our philosophy is very simple, that those 600 are opportunities to fix the problem before it happens. Those near misses can fix the problem before it happens. And you know what we've developed? A very simple little booklet like this. And every single one of our employees is encouraged to carry this booklet. We don't want to know their name when they report a near miss. But you'll notice on there's a risk matrix where they've actually risk assessed that near miss as to its potential. Its potential. so we can fix the problem before it happens. Our philosophy is that safety management is a management function. Safety does not belong in the safety department. I'm going to repeat that. Safety does not belong in the safety department. You cannot divorce yourself from the responsibilities of management for safety. As Dr. Dan Peterson said, only managers can create a risk-free environment. And after all, it's their duty to do so. Our philosophy is based on a number of management principles: participation, communication, the point of control. These are all management principles. Multiple causes, definition and recognition. And I want to share a few for you, okay? First of all, the principle of safety communication. The more you communicate about safety, the more people are motivated towards safety. The more you communicate. And our philosophy at SEC is every time you have a meeting, it doesn't matter what sort of meeting, the first item you discuss is safety. The first item you discuss is safety. So the more you talk about safety, the more you communicate, the more people are motivated. Senator Mike Enzi, I've named this principle after him because he said to me, you know, Ron, he said, the more we talk about safety, the more we improve safety. That's why I'm so glad to be at this conference, because we're talking about safety, we are improving safety. Safety recognition. The more you recognize people for safety, the more motivated they become towards safety. This is basic management, and we've forgotten this. The most powerful words in safety are mabruk. Congratulations. Well done. Good job. When last did you use those words in the safety context? Say it with me. It's easy. Good job. Come on, try it. Yeah, okay, this time with full volume. Good job. Mabruk. Isn't that wonderful? Makes you feel good, eh? Safety participation. You must get everybody to participate. Right down to the people who work on the shop floor, gentlemen. Not just the safety people, not just management, everybody in that organization. We have, as part of our road to safety success, 2,800 trained safety representatives. As we speak, they are doing safety inspections, completing a 5-star checklist, and discussing it with their one-up manager. So their one-up manager can take the necessary action. People involved. You know, I did a conference in Abba last year, and a man came up to me, and he said, hello. He said, and his English wasn't that good, and my Arabic wasn't that good, but he said, me. And he pointed to his badge, safety representative, and he smiled. And you know, I shook his hand and I said, Shukran, good, bring the camera, I want to take a picture. Because this is where you drive safety right down to where it matters, where the people can get injured. Secondly, we need a safety and health policy. A safety and health policy is one driving document that commits the organization to safety and health. Our policy is not signed by the CEO. It's signed by the CEO and his entire executive team. All 12 of them. There are 12 signatures there. That is a policy. You need a policy. If you don't have a policy, you don't know where you're going. The third thing I want to discuss, gentlemen, is your safety management system. Once again, the question, what safety management system do you run? And please don't tell me OSHA's 18,001. It's not a safety management system. It's an assessment of a safety management system. The system that we run is a very old system, a very tried, tested, internationally system, called the 5-star system. Step number 1 of the 5-star process is to identify and assess your risks. The same as that first domino, the risks. Secondly, identify the work to be done. Who must do what to fix and reduce the risks? Thirdly, you need to to set standards of accountability. This is management. Who's responsible for what? Who must do what? And when? And how often? Thirdly, we now measure against the standards. And you know, this is very simple. It means you get out of the office and you go and walk through the workplace and measure what you see against the standards. Very simple. You don't have to be a safety engineer. Is there oil on the floor? Are the lights working? Are the people wearing protective equipment? It's a no-brainer. But you need to measure against the standard. Then you need to evaluate your conformance. You put a score. You say, we are 50% compliance. Because, gentlemen, the only thing that gets managed is what you can measure. And to measure, you've got to put a score. So we now put a score to safety management. We then take corrective actions and we simply fix the problem. And then, if the problem is fixed or there's no problems, we commend people. This is exactly what our 5-star system is doing. The SEC 5-star Safety and Health Management System. This is our customized system. We massage the system to suit us. We expand the system. But it's based on 73 very high-risk elements. The system is risk-based. It's based on the risks of the business. It's led by management. Our safety management system is led by our EXCO, Executive Safety Committee, chaired by the CEO every month. And the committee consists of his executive vice presidents. And they meet once a month for a minimum of an hour to guide the safety process. If you have not got that in place, get another job, because safety will not work. It's got to be driven by our executive. And I take my hat off to our leadership, our executive. They have regular meetings every month where they discuss and drive the safety system. This is a meeting dedicated to safety, nothing else. And it's audit driven. Every 6 months, your safety management system must be audited. Audited. Right now at SEC, we are conducting 120 audits of 120 auditable units. These are 2-day audits carried out by a 3-man team of internal auditors. And you know, I'm very happy the results have not been released yet. They'll only be released at the end of the year because we've set a target. 2 stars for everybody by the end of the year. In other words, 50% compliance with our safety management system by the end of this year. And you know what the good news is, Mohammed? I heard through the grapevine, one of our power plants has already achieved 3-star. More than 60% achievement of the goals. Isn't this good? Come, where's the Mabruk? Come. Yes. The 5-star system has 5 systems. Section 1, the premises and housekeeping. Section 2, electrical, mechanical, and electrical safeguarding, lockout systems, permits, etc. Section 3 is dedicated to our fire and emergency planning. Section 4 covers the incident reporting, near-miss incident reporting and investigation. Section 5 is our safety organization, where we implement the management functions of a safety management system. Every element of our system is broken up into detail. Every little detail is scored from 0 to 5. And depending on the risk, there's a ranking, which our computer automatically generates. And at the end of the day, you end up with a score. So we can measure the management work being done to reduce risk. This is an example of what the results of an audit look like. That's section 5. You can see the first audit's in the blue and the second audit's in the violet. and you can see that they are maintaining the standard. Immediately you can see the strengths and weaknesses of the safety management system. The fourth item I want to talk about, gentlemen, is participation by all. Everybody must participate in the safety management system. Everybody, right down from the worker right up to the executive management, if you want success. This is the only way. You can't just have the safety people doing safety. This must permeate from the top through the bottom, right down to employees. You can see some of the participation by all. Management and employee involvement is vital. There must be an interaction to be successful. The fifth point, or the second last point I'm going to share with you, is there must be visible, felt leadership. Now this may come as a shock to you, but managers need to get out the office and go and speak to the people they manage. When last did you do that? I know it's comfortable in the office, you've got AC and there's coffee and lots of emails and, right? You can, in South Africa we say, yeah, and we nod our head, that means yes, right? Say with me, yeah. But leave the air conditioner, leave the emails, put on your work clothes and get out in the field and talk to people. Talk to them about safety. Our CEO does. Our CEO does. The leadership need to set objectives not based on injuries. Those are consequences. We need a roadmap to reduce risk. Have you got a roadmap to reduce risk? Because if you haven't, we really haven't got direction. Remember, what gets managed gets done. And one of our philosophies is that managers get what they want. So if managers want excellence, they will get excellence. We have an excellent executive team leading the safety. And the question I ask you, are all managers visible in their participation in your safety system? If not, you're not going to achieve safety excellence. Are they involved in accident investigations? Are they involved in near-miss incident reports? Are they involved in the committees? Do they head the committees? Do they talk to safety reps? Our CEO regularly goes in the field, all around the kingdom, speaking to people about safety. And there's photographic proof. And every 3 months, the entire executive, all 12, go to different areas of the kingdom and spend 3 days going out and speaking to people about safety. Is this safety excellence or what? That is visible, felt leadership. And finally, the workplace. You know, Frank E. Bird said to me, Ron, he said, if you can clean up the workplace, you clean up the thought processes of the people in the workplace. You can't implement sophisticated safety systems unless we get the thought process neat and clean and tidy and in order like this. Only now can people start thinking neat, tidy, order, and this is what we call business order. Everything in its place, everything scheduled, consistency in standards, safety excellence. I'm very proud when I see this at SEC. I'm extremely proud because we weren't like that a few months ago. We are on the road to success. Safety can only be achieved with a good safety culture. And the culture is a reflection of your leadership. It really is a reflection. So let me summarize those 6 points. You don't have to do the test paper, okay? You don't have to fill it in. I'll do it for you. How's that? Number one, you need to base your safety efforts on a strong, modern, up-to-date safety philosophy. You need a good safety and health policy, drawn up and signed by the executive leadership. You need a structured safety management system. And wouldn't it be wonderful if the ministry said, well, we all need a structured safety management system that can be audited by people like the British Safety Council. They run the 5-star system. Can be audited by NOSA, can be audited by international risk control, Africa, global. Wouldn't it be wonderful if that target was set? Participation by all, visible felt leadership. Gentlemen, those of you in supervisory capacity or management capacity, this is the way to go. And of course, finally, the physical workplace. You can't have safety excellence if your work area looks terrible. So those are the 6 points I wanted to share with you. I thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for the conference. Thank you, Mr. Chair.